Don't get trapped in the social media cycle of comparing your life to other people's life. Look, I have a love-hate relationship with social media. I think it's great because we live in an age where you can share pretty much your whole life online, whether it's pictures or videos or, posts or whatever it is. It doesn't really matter. You could basically share yeah, hell, if you wanted to, you could live stream your whole life on camera for people to see. I don't recommend that because there's probably parts you don't want to see, but you could. You could. It's almost like the Truman Show. Truman Show has come to life, all these years because you can basically put your whole damn life out online. And that's cool. And it's cool that people can connect with people they've never, talked to, or they can connect to people across the world. They can connect to family and friends, strangers, celebrities. You can send out a tweet to a celebrity and they'll tweet you back if it's not their team. Some people do manage their own stuff. So there are people in the world that, and you could never do this before 10, 20 years ago. Well, more 10 than 20, but you could really never do this, right? And so we live in such an incredible age that you can share your whole life, and you can connect by being authentic, by sharing your life, and you can even make a living off of it because you can build a following, and you can get paid to post, or you can get paid to do whatever. That's very cool. And I think social media is great. It's a great platform to promote things. It's a great platform just to share your life with people. It can be a great thing. Here's the thing that I flippin' hate about social media. It's so fake. YouTube. I love YouTube. I love it. I'm here sharing this with you on YouTube. But I hate YouTube because we've gotten into this era where the only thing, well, not the only thing, but the thing that's popular is like these really obnoxious videos, like over the top, like screaming videos, or just over the top actions and all this other stuff. It's just freaking mind blowing what people do for attention. Or Instagram. What I hate about Instagram is how fake it is. People stage photos just to get likes. Like, why do you need that much validation of you in Paris, or you in front of a Lambo, or you with a bunch of people around you, beautiful looking people? You're just doing it for validation. I mean, really, what is the point? Like, do you really need that validation that bad that you're trying to impress people that you don't know or care about, that you have to stage photos? Now, I get it, if you're making money off of that post or something, then you could argue it. Sure, I'll give you that. But if you're just doing it just because you somehow think that will make you feel better as a person, I don't know. I guess you have to build a following anyway, but I just hate how fake it is. I look at feeds and I just see all these like staged photos and it makes my head hurt. Or if I go on Facebook and people only post one of two things. They post either really good things of their trip, or their kids, or their achievements. They post all this great stuff because they want validation from other people. Maybe some people are genuine and they just want to share cool things that happen in life. I totally get it. I mean, I understand that. Or they'll post the really bad things because they want sympathy from people. It's like, come on, man. So here's what I hate about social media, either the really good things or the really bad things, is that then when we see all this stuff, we take in all this stuff with social media, and then we start to take that content and we start to compare it to our own life. So it's like we see all these amazing things that people are doing. They're going on these trips or making money, or they're with these people, whatever. And then we start looking at our own life and like, well, my life is boring, or my life is crap because I live in this house, or I have this car, or I don't have XYZ. And we start to compare it, and it makes us feel like crap. And then it's like we get in this cycle. So there's already parts of our lives that we don't like. That, there might be all parts, and might be some parts, it doesn't matter. Everybody has something about their life they don't like, that they're insecure about, or that just maybe is genuinely crummy. So we don't like it. So then we go on social media, because social media is free for the most part. So we go on this and we see all these things that are either fake or just over the top, or we think that, this person hasn't figured out, or they've got some aspect that's better than us. So we see that, and then that just makes us feel worse about our own life. So we're like, oh man, I already thought my life was crappy, but look at this guy. This guy I met in high school 10 years ago, man, he's a freaking millionaire now. Well, if I could have just done what he was doing, I could have been a millionaire. So then we feel even worse, and we put this person up on a pedestal. So it really shifts this balance, right? And so then we feel worse about ourselves. So then, as an escape of our crappy life, we just go right back into social media, and then we put more people on the pedestal, or we just absorb more of that crap and make ourselves feel even worse, and then it debilitates us. So it stops us from making the changes to make our life better. So I wouldn't care if we went on social media and use that as fuel. Hey, that person's doing really well, congratulations to them. If they can do it, I can do it. That's cool. Like, motivation from other people's success, I think that's a great thing, because if someone else can do it, you can do it too. Yeah, that's 100% true. But when you look at that crap and you're like, oh man, my life is so bad, but they must have everything, or they must have it all together, or their life is just banging. It's not true. It's just a lie. So here's the whole point out of all this video. Stop. Just stop comparing your life to other people. Hell, if you have to stop using social media, then do that. All right, so let me give you an example. As an artist, I would go on Instagram and Pinterest and look at other artists' work. And at first it was to kind of get an idea of art styles. Sorry, my phone was about to die. So I would just go on there to get other ideas of other art styles. But then, as I started looking at these other styles, I started thinking, man, my artwork sucks. So then I go do my artwork, and then I would think it sucks. And then I would go look at Pinterest and Instagram for more inspiration. And then I would just compare it more and just hate my own work more and more and more as I saw more and more talented people. So I had to go through and cut off a bunch of artists. Now, it's not that I don't want to follow those people. I want to support them, but I'm really not their audience anyway, because they're trying to build an audience of people that would probably buy from them. I'm not going to buy from those other artists, not because I don't want to support them, just because I'm competing with them. So, if I'm spending money on them, then I'm not spending money on myself. So it's a long, complicated thing. My point is that I had to go through and unfollow a bunch of people because their feed was not motivating me. It was actually demotivating me. So my whole point out of this is, one, that nobody's got everything all together. A lot of people like to post the good stuff because they want validation. Just remember that people post for validation, so you don't have to be demotivated by their need for validation. Even yourself, we're going to do it. That's probably going to happen. That's fine. But don't look at other people's lives and then feel worse about your own just because they have one thing going for them or a couple of things. Their life is not perfect. Nobody's life is perfect, so don't ever think that ever. It's not true. 2, the other thing of this is stop comparing your life to other people's lives just based on snapshots, okay? Your life has good and bad things in it. You have to find the good things about it. You're still alive. You are watching this, so you must have some kind of access to something. And you can always make your life better in some way. I don't know how, and maybe in some other countries you can't. Maybe you don't have those opportunities. But if you're watching this video, you probably do have the ability to make your life better in some way by taking certain actions. So if you're going to look at social media, one, just look at it as people are posting for validation. So don't compare your life to theirs because they're posting because they're insecure about something or they're getting paid to do it. Either way, it's not genuine. So don't believe everything you see on social media, and don't compare your life to theirs based on snapshots. Okay? If you see it and you think that's cool, then make that a goal to work towards if you think that's something you want in your life. But don't feel worse about it because they haven't, you don't. It's just a snapshot. It's just one part of their life that happened, but you don't have to compare your whole life to theirs based on the good or the super bad things that you see of their life. Okay? Everybody's got good things. Everybody's got bad things. Stop comparing your life and stop believing everything you see. That's it. I'm sorry for this rant, but that was important. I'll catch you guys in another video. Take care.